Restored Republic via a GCR, update as of Sunday 17th of October, 2021. Compiled Sunday 17th of October, 2021 12:01 a.m. EDT by Judy Byington, MSW, LCSW, therapist journalist, author. 22 Faces, Inside the Extraordinary Life of Jenny Hill and Her 22 Multiple Personalities. The countdown has started. Trust the plan, Q. This is your day. This is your celebration. And this, the United States of America, is your country. Donald Trump, President, United States. A week is ahead, a week that will change the world. This week will bring salvation for all of us. We believe. We never gave up. Do you see? You've trusted the plan, and you won. The celebration day is near. Believe, because we've been praying for a long time. Matthew 21:22, and whatever you ask in prayer, you will receive, if you have faith. Donald Trump. TikTok. The clock is ticking! The last days are here. No more fear. No more darkness. No more tears. No more him, John F. Kennedy Jr. Judy note, Sunday 17th of October was the deadline for the Cubao bankruptcy, allowing closure of their IRS and Federal Reserve, enforcement of the gold standard to 209 nations across the globe participating in the global currency reset, and NISR/GCR law enforced. A news highlights for Saturday 16th of October. On Sunday 17th of October, U.S. Incorporated defaults on its debt and therefore the Cubao no longer owns the Federal Reserve and IRS. Edward Snowden, the Secret Service is facing a challenge. One of the things they have to adapt to was the unimaginable fact that the President of the United States was the one inviting political instability. The F. Joe Biden chant has surfaced at sporting events across the U.S. and was especially popular at college football games where tens of thousands of fans have been packing stadiums in defiance of the Biden administration's strict cargo ships full of goods are stuck outside both coasts as far as the eye can see. 1A. U.S. sailor on one of the ships. They still do not allow ships to dock in order to raise prices for consumer goods and create the illusion of a crisis. The government is a criminal organization, a predatory mafia. Meanwhile, U.S. costs of heating fuel, eggs, meat, fish, peanut butter and baby food were all skyrocketing. Between now and Thursday 11th of November expect a market crash, blackouts, revelations, a military takeover, lockdown, and mass arrests. B. Summary of events according to Whiplash 347: Sunday 17th of October. U.S. Incorporated default on debt owed, November 4, 2020 plus 347 days. #V for Vendetta equals October 17th, USDC default. Wednesday 20th of October to Saturday 23rd of October. 3-day event, 1, 2, 3 October 20th full moon, Hunter's moon. The hunters become the hunted. 3-day event, based on Queen Death and Bay of Pigs. 34. Saturday 23rd of October. 10 days of darkness begin, 3, 2, 1 10:23, 10 days of darkness/pain begins, Daniel 10:2-3, at that time I, Daniel, mourned for 3 weeks. I ate no choice food, no meat or wine touched my lips, and I used no lotions at all until the 3 weeks were over. Saturday 23rd of October to Thursday 11th of November, 3 weeks equals 21 days. Q says 21 days 10:23 plus 21 days equals 11:13. Think Mr. Poole, Comex 589 post. Remember SEC will be analyzed. Dark 10, regulation, liquidity, stock/asset/metal backing. Protocol 18/AMM equals 11.3, this is in the 10 days of darkness. 2 days ahead of schedule equals 11. 11 Bookmark it. We are all unified. C. The storm is upon us. Summary of events: Moan. 4th of October, mass media satellites destroyed. World switched over to the Starlink satellite system that would eventually support a new internet. Monday 11th of October to Thursday 11th of November. Red wave. Events expected to occur during the 30 days. Market crash / blackouts / revelations / military takeover / final lockdown / mass arrests. Friday 15th of October, Canada's mainstream media arrested. Rest of mass media across the globe to soon follow. Saturday 16th of October, Australia would declare their freedom from the UK. Sunday 17th of October, deadline for cabal bankruptcy, allowing NISRA / GCR law to be in force. Announcement of the gold standard. Monday 18th of October, global currency reset bonds liquid, allowing a green light for 26 master accounts to release funds to pay masters. 2s. 19th of October or Wednesday 20th of October. Funds available for lower tiers. Possible Tier 4B notification and exchanges begin. There was rumor that possibly Zim redemption might not begin until November. T. Global economic crisis. Whiplash 347, President Trump said U.S. has a lot of dinar to buy Iraqi dinar, Vietnam dong and 2008 a Zimbabwean $1 trillion note. Will Vietnamese VND currency need a monetary reset? Vietnam economy is about to struggling to reopen. Will inflation, supply chain, food shortages support push already devalued foreign currencies like the Vietnamese dong currency to reset? Food, goods, energy shortages crisis: Former Walmart CEO blasts Biden over supply chain crisis. Pacific Ocean, with a tremendous backlog at Long Beach and dozens of cargo ships helplessly stranded in the ocean waiting, backed up cargo ships position themselves to spell out "Let's go Brandon." Shortages everywhere now. Military will be activated soon. Military is the only way. Cargo ships full of goods are stuck outside East and West harbors as far as the eye can see. 1A. U.S. sailor on one of the ships. They still do not allow ships to dock in order to raise prices for consumer goods and create the illusion of a crisis. The government is a criminal organization, a predatory mafia. U.S. costs of heating fuel, eggs, meat, fish, peanut butter and baby food all skyrocketing. This winter will be catastrophic not only for American people but also for Europe. In context, a war between Israel and Iran is possible and also a war between China and Taiwan is not far. The situation in China is worsening. About 2/3 have restricted access to energy due to the shortages in the communist dictatorship, which massively affects deliveries to US and EU. America's largest ports are facing a record backlog of cargo ships, which in total carry almost 1 million containers stuck at sea. There are almost 500,000 containers in the port of Los Angeles alone. According to the Southern California Maritime Exchange, 20-foot shipping containers carrying 12 million metric tons of cargo are waiting to dock along the port to dock and finally unload their huge volume of goods. At the moment, 19 mega vessels are waiting to dock at the port, the largest of which carries approximately 20,000 20-foot cargo containers. Along with the port of Long Beach, currently there are 90 container ships currently off the coast of California, 63 of which are still waiting offshore, which is significantly higher than the 2019 average of 0 to 1 vessel at anchor. Given the unprecedented congestion along the coast, some carriers decided to transfer their vessels to other ports. However, a similar chaotic situation has developed there. At least 24 vessels are still waiting to leave the port of Savannah, which is an all-time record. And 9 mega ships left the port of New York. The situation is getting worse by the hour. Across the country, almost 1 million containers are now stuck outside U.S. ports and waiting for a place to dock and unpack. And this shocking number will increase. China, flooding in West China destroys agricultural production. Continuous rainfall for more than 10 days has caused the lower reaches of the Luo River. The real news of Saturday 16th of October, 2021 : Edward Snowden, countdown, ! Top information coming soon. Database collected from high-profile organizations. Fellow Americans, are you all aware that for the first time in modern American history, the possibility of a peaceful transfer of power is in doubt? The Secret Service is bracing for dangerous times. Biden is pushing for a very risky mission. The Secret Service is facing a challenge. One of the things they have to adapt to is an unimaginable fact that the President of the United States is the one inviting political instability. Top state advisor to leave the post due to inhumane actions from the president. If you wish to see all details, share and invite the real people who are loyal to the country and who can make the change. Haiti, as many as 17 Christian missionaries from the United States and their family members, including women and children, were kidnapped on Saturday by a gang in Port-au-Prince as they were leaving an orphanage, according to Haitian security officials, New York Times. China's real-life organs harvesting. Milan, protesters in Milan are chanting Trieste calls, Milan answers. Police are trying to stop the protest, but the protesters are figuring out ways to keep going. Washington State, hundreds of #Boeing workers in Washington State protest the company's mandate. Leaked ABC News insider recording exposes #Epstein cover-up. We had Clinton, we had everything. Become an undercover journalist. Medbeds, we already know Foxconn, Medtronic, and Hill-Rom all build ventilators, or medbeds? And Trump has given them all the thumbs up. ResMed also builds ventilators, or medbeds? And again have the full support and backing of Trump. Zim redemption and/or currency exchange appointment. The following was in my opinion only and could easily change by your appointment time. Official instructions would come with publication of the secured website. In order to redeem bonds and/or exchange foreign currencies at the higher rates, you must go to a redemption center within the days allotted for such exchanges/redemptions. If you go to a bank, they would give you the lower rates as shown on the Forex for that day. Notification to set appointments at redemption centers would come out by way of letters to your email account. Those emails would contain a link to a secured website. That secured website link would also be published on various dinar websites as well as be in a restored republic via a GCR update. To access an appointment at a redemption center, go into the secured website where it would ask you to verify that you are you, after which you would be given an individual 800 number to call to set your redemption/exchange appointment. While you could send the secured website link to anyone you wished, your individualized 800 number could only be used by you and only once to set your appointment. Currency rates. No one has knowledge of the currency exchange rates for Tier 4B as they would be set just prior to notification. ZIM rate. We don't know what the ZIM rate was. The UST listed the ZIM at a 1-to-1 for countries other than the US. The US requires a project for the ZIM redemption at the higher rates. If you had ZIM and don't have a project, you could take a default rate. No one knows what the default rate would be. If you had a project, the rate for your ZIM would be on a sliding scale of from below $1 to $1 depending on the needs of your project. your project presentation and how many years you wished for your payout. 80% of that payout would go to your project and 20% would be for yourself. You would also earn interest on money left at the bank during your payout period, which could be substantial. If you don't have projects, and you don't have ZIM, you could ask for contract rates on your currency. Except for seniors over 65, all ZIM redemption would be on a payout in the number of years of your choice up to 50 years. You would be paid interest on your money left at the bank during your payout period for as much as 7% to 8% a year depending on how many years you decided for your payout. The dinar and dong exchange could be used for your project. You could invest in the international projects and would benefit from that commitment. If you elected to go with international projects, your team would take it and run with it and you would be hands-off. A trust account owns the projects. Your exchange/redemption team would be available to help you manage your project. There may be oversight during the first couple of years to determine that you're actually delivering on your commitment to humanitarian work, infrastructure and philanthropy. The trust still owns everything. Presenting a project, have around 3 typewritten pages with details of your projects, describing your intentions, your ability to perform and the amounts you would allocate to it. They are looking at the longevity of your project and how many jobs it would create. Your currency exchange was a non-taxable event. The ZIM redemption might have an estate, capital gains and/or earned interest tax. It was advised with the ZIM that you set aside an amount to cover possible taxes. The UST was going to charge a fee to exchange and to redeem. We don't know exactly what that would be until we get to the delivery. A bank fee of $0.025 was possibly negotiable.